best jerseys I've ever seen.
Okay, we've got K-Corp on defense, we've got Giants on attack, we have Miracomp. Slowly becoming the most standard comp on this map, I would say, if it's not already there. Bit low trade in this one, couple of sheriffs.
It's going to put things back even. Already Narrate gone. He had a fantastic first,
the body shots, but didn't actually get a kill out. 15-45. It's a great call to cancel on this.
And although KC,
so how are they going to handle it? These three go together, one walks up and they go other side, or just...
Doesn't necessarily mean they're guaranteed victory here.
Okay, they've done good on this one. It's nice from Giants. I will say, Giants,
looks like a
I thought they were going to be really bad. And they're actually pretty good.
That's all that matters.
They're probably the team that's surprising me the most at the moment. Still with the standing also. They look decent. Yeah, they really do.
Doing the best you can with the players that you have, and I think identity is definitely.
I think it helps when expectations are like low.
A lot of changes map to map. For Westside, seeing him move off a Sentinel is never going to be something I'm too keen on, or I'd say usually not something I'm too keen on. But his Phoenix is definitely a marvel. We'll be on Flickless to pick up the pieces then when it comes to that Sentinel fill. But for now, a 1-0 start.
Tunnel vision's so heavy on the camera, he kind of got baited.
That's going to be a big part of this matchup, getting the momentum in their favor. I think at least on an individual scale, I think Arrow and Westside are.
Has Net ever been in a bad team? His teams are normally very structured.
I'm interested to see with their new signing if maybe that will change things a little bit. But the problem they have is, as you said,
yeah, I can get on board with that.
An amazing Sentinel in Westside.
E9 just kind of crumbled.
He is also your best Phoenix. Like, there is nobody else on this team that I would rather see, especially on this map, playing that
the
role.
last thing.
So I think that
the last thing people wanted to watch the World Cup
but for KC, this is
the
more
timeout.
Of a, okay, let's see how far we can get. Because although Pipson was saying, like, obviously, nobody in this group stage goes out. But the higher you place, the higher you place into the next stage. So in the top two, you're going to skip the play-in altogether. You're going to go straight through into the playoffs and fight for champions. Now, if you finish, I think it's just slightly below that, you go further into the play-in. So you dodge some of the early stage matches. Now for GX, that's not so much of a problem.
Both of these teams are
going,
missing the waylay for the KRX comp.
At least then we'll have our full team, etc.
Chat,
for KC,
got a great question for you. How long until DRX scraps the triple duelist? Like, how stubborn are they? Bear in mind, they historically love changing. Like, they love change. You could argue they're addicted to change.
See how things are going to pan out for GX.
So the one time when they should be changing, is this when they actually stick with it for a long time, or? Very nice.
They've been steering this ship well.
Yeah, we can get a Phoenix plan on this one as well if they're patient.
I will definitely say I don't think Fnatic delivered to the level that I expect from them in a lot of those big moments.
They're going to be very stubborn this time. Yeah, they might be.
They had good game
plans, that's my worry.
Good calls. And if we can see that prevail today,
Leffa, thank you so much, bro. I appreciate you.
The W over KC.
Get the plant, one away from a Phoenix. Okay, the bonus and you one away for a Phoenix. You can either go get the orb, or you could use it as a distraction, maybe run over towards B.
That's kind of been the
what a K-Corp gonna do as well, knowing that you want that orb.
For a long time, and one that is basically scrambling with 2.5 days. But from the opening games that we saw, GX were the one with a lot of set plans. It looked like they've been practicing quite a bit to put certain different gimmicky setups into play. And KC were like, yeah, we're just playing loose.
With the pressure of the Phoenix being one away, they just pop B, it's looking like.
Full buy for this squad.
I like it. It's a good call. So much focus over towards here that this should be empty-ish. Turns out there's two here waiting for you, but I can understand it.
There's really not that much.
Wait, they go garage?
Report in terms of negatives. Arrow, the only real one with the Marshall. Strange to see him. I think by the time they go to actually push down on a part of the map,
oh, the shock missed the trip. They got to come up with a new plan.
Better close range weapons.
Everything's failed here.
To go with the sheriff. We'll see.
Yeah, I have a feeling
they doubled down.
Be diving in, getting
they doubled down.
And then if he dies,
they owned it.
They've sent.
They left B.
Jesse up above to try and give him a little bit of cover, but Jesse's the one to go down instead. Dosia will give that advantage.
It's so unlucky. They think that they've broken the trip so that they can go lay garage. But the shock missed the trip. They're going to know when he's lurking through garage on this one. Recon clears all the sight. Smoke, window, my guy. What is this?
It's going to be very difficult to actually get through.
Losable now.
Everyone is focused forward. Utility ready to be thrown through. So the time is
not with that aim,
issue.
it's not.
There were so
Okay, I take it all back.
Down, but Dosia,
West side. Mate, West side's normally good for it.
A quick triple, Narrate finding some and a defuse, one away from a run it back. And that's a great recovery. It was the fact that we saw the utility down from Flickless, covering off the A push, covering off the C push. Cam could hear any TPs around C. Players on bottom mid could hear any TPs around A. So there was no way to get past those traps. Everybody on GX was looking at this one choke point, barring the Cypher Cam, of course. And yet they managed to break out of there with, to be honest, plenty of time to spare as well. It's a very impressive round from KC and a big one for Doja.
Yeah, I want to see what we got in those EWC qualifiers.
4+ and aggro on defense, KCORP. The perfect time for them to go aggro over towards A.
From the rest of the team, and already
they get the kill, they're out of there. But the Phoenix ult as well.
I believe that was
Phoenix ult for Phoenix ult.
Yeah, it was only a singular flash. It looked like Narrate might have had to use a flash to get in, a flash to get out, but he didn't. It was just a flash to get out. Means that he's going to still have another for later in the round, and Flickless trying to make
one of those weird
ones
play
towards Garage has also gone down.
Not saying safe.
Fight. He has been someone that it kind of makes more sense now, looking at his individual game. When he played
that's a disaster.
versus Fnatic, he really struggled, but I guess if you're a new IGL, that's not crazy surprising.
New IGL, third official map on Omen as well to start out that series. Definitely takes a hit to your confidence. And well,
yeah, we're saving on this one.
This one
45 seconds save here.
They were going back over to meet with Flickless, sent him through to try to find space, and I think they might have ended up with the smallest piece of information around how
Giants.
Yeah. This. Obviously, Narrate just taking the fight.
I guess there was like a talk.
Taking the fight heads up to start with.
Net's IGL, so I guess there was a talk in terms of like, what do you want? And he probably said, I think I can IGL better on Sova. And he's been playing that for NRG Academy. Right.
Problem is both teams coming in with the run it back, and Levin's going hunting.
That's not the IGL.
The man with the weaker
Wait,
weapon. Bulldog in his hands.
They announced him as IGL in a tweet, no?
The boat to start. 4 seconds left. Still enough time to catch up with Net. Holding on to this rifle might not be easy, but if he stays
Flickless is the IGL.
Yeah, everybody's surviving on KC. This is going to be a massive
Flickless is the IGL.
bolster to their economy, and even that Bulldog that was in play has now been upgraded as well. But a great round
Giants social guy messed up.
An easy talking point from their last match as well. I think that
mess up.
Narrate was maybe
How do you not know who your IGL is?
Point. His lurking was fantastic, but Sugetsu also had a great series. Someone that
they tweeted that he's coming in as IGL, but he's not coming in as IGL.
Fantastic individual player, but we hadn't seen it as much on this KC roster as of recent. But in their game versus Eternal Fire,
so then why is Flickless on Cypher? Okay, now I'm on board with you. Because why are they doing these roles?
I'll run it back for both teams and an immediate pushback from KC. They've taken a lot of space towards A main. For a moment, it looked like they'd rotate. They keep boots on the ground there. Doja picking off one, playing passive around B. It's a solid start. And again, if for GX, taking map control in all of these last 2 rounds especially, has been extremely costly.
Yeah, my worry at the moment is that's a couple of rounds in a row now where I'm watching Ara maybe just try and do a little bit too much. Like taking an individual fight. This one maybe a bit unexpected, but there was no chance for anybody to follow up on that. Levin, he's pretended that he's gone back. Instead, he goes forward.
That's cool.
Tried to fake out the idea of a retreat. It's only going to be the 1-for-1. This time, an opportunity for a trade. A gap found, though, by Flickless.
Pulls his team back over towards B.
Last time he attempted this, he was caught. It's whether or not KC are aware of how much space they've given up.
Oh, it doesn't look like they're conscious of it. Flickless behind enemy lines, but he can't really have impact for the time being. The plant coming down means that space is going to be open again, but Sugetsu's going to keep on walking. This is a chance to put it back even. If he walks through those doors, Net is patiently waiting.
What do they got for the retake? Phoenix Ult?
Are they going to run it back?
Have garage control? Big
I feel like
Phoenix
that's the
Ult.
plan. He's hoping someone pushes through the door to try and catch on the backstab. And instead, he's
Didn't
just
get that much for
waiting,
it. Recon clears
neither
A.
player moves.
Oh
And actually,
boy,
that works
it's not
out
bad. Big Jewel.
wonderfully. At least for one, but
Wait,
then
look at that
Net goes to
patience.
turn around. Flickless
Look
at
at that
the back of the
patience
site.
right there.
Couldn't really
Nice
get
from
anything
Sugetsu.
done. I actually quite like both players' ideas of their thinking of what they were going to do, but the second it starts to tumble, Net doesn't have a choice but to try and go back to the spike.
It got a little awkward, Doja getting caught with paranoia in hand, but other than that, really nice idea from KC. Sugetsu as well, realizing that he had taken just enough space, but that any more would likely be guarded. And biding his time until the literal second the Net looked away. No notes on that one. KC 3 in a row now. And for GX, it is starting to take
I mean,
a
Zaysh
toll.
was
This
in chat
team
the
is
other
now
day explaining it a little bit.
all of their credits into this coming round. But the run it back is gone.
There's
from
like a little
KC.
bit of
That
structure,
ult
but
used in
they're
the previous
mostly
GX
loose.
come in with 2 of their
It's just
own,
very different to
namely
how they
that
were
Phoenix
with
ult. And with this being
Eng,
the
basically.
last standby round before they're going to have to take a couple of economic drawbacks, cutbacks.
You should
this
play
is probably
Just
where I
Dance on
expect to see
stream.
Westside
Sure,
running
I'll
it
take
back
that
and
into
running it in.
consideration.
Hunter's Fury will now go alongside it. They got everything they need for an execution, but what looked like the potential for an early C hit again falls back into these slower default rounds. I kind of want to see GX try something a little bit more explosive. Like their synergy in their first game, especially on defense where they were aggressive together, actually looked very good. Whereas I think them playing these slower defaults, at least for now, has been playing into enemy hands. It's only going to get worse in this round because the operator's in. So that A site is already completely locked down.
Doja's just in this corner. They droned from the site, and GX saw nobody pushing down.
Uh-oh.
They might think it to be free.
Ooh,
and they've
he
seen
did check it.
Just
Mad
in time,
respect.
Westside looked to his left. The ult traded out for a pick. It's a fine advantage to have.
Uh-oh.
Sugetsu still standing his
Oh,
ground. in garage.
boy.
He's been spotted
Dude,
as
Keiko
well.
must be guarded on
Great work by Flickless, but Narrate
Keiko must be celebrating on this one. What a perfect round.
with a 3-piece, a man advantage extended even further. And Net left alone. That should have been their round.
Just how they drew it up.
But Narrate has saved
Holy,
the day.
how's he managed to do that?
I've seen a cleaner triple spray down than that. That was 3
instant.
players all caught down in the door. Maybe the least bullets for 3 kills in that quick succession.
Ah,
And
it's
just
melted.
disgustingly good. And while
Insane.
we've talked about Narrate's rise, his time on Sentinels, at least initially was good, then went downhill quite
They gotta be
drastically.
faster,
on the Duelist,
surely.
Came back to KC, left a lot to be
Gotta
desired.
be a little
But
faster.
then
I mean,
since
this
then
was
playing
rough,
into
but
the EWC qualifiers, the change out of Eng leaving and Zaysh
Oh, I
taking
love-
over
I
as
love
head
the pips
coach,
and timeouts,
He's
man.
really come back into his own as a player.
like the pips and timeouts because I'm always trying to work out when he takes the breath.
I'm not surprised for Narrate that
Like
he's
there,
thriving
just there,
when
one,
it comes to
bam.
a more open environment. Definitely seems like that kind of player, but I think the skill ceiling here has gone up in a big way. Back to what we've seen from him in the past. It did feel like a player who'd had that bit of a drop-off, maybe I think a drawback of bouncing back and forth between regions as well. A lot of competition to get familiar with.
The
A lot
rate,
of changes.
dude, him
stage
in
to
this new
stage,
role has
season to
been
season. He's back
awesome.
where he belongs. 8-2 for Narrate. And a strong start for KC. They
Running
haven't
backs online again.
Yeah, what a surprise after that last round. They haven't shown much of a blip in the radar in the last 4 rounds. GX are now down to an eco, is what we were talking about.
shaking,
the last
bro.
round
He's
carried a lot of
always-
weight. They've got 4 ultis,
He's always
but
passionate when he's
not
getting
really
out.
the round for it.
Pipson
Well,
is
that
the
one's
reason I
rough
want the heart
because
monitor
they
for
got
coaches.
2 openers. Like the fact that your run it back helps you clear a player, and then Sugetsu, for the first time in this game so far, gets absolutely nothing, and then that happens, it's got to feel like a choke out. Now maybe they commit an ult into this round. I think Overdrive especially, I wouldn't mind seeing it gone, and we get there in the end. And now that Operator can go into enemies' hands, it's such an aggressive position to be played.
Oh, they took so much space on this.
By 11. Aves, well, I'm not sure if there was really any
Ooh.
damage done, but all right, the pistol of Ara does fantastic work. And look at the positions that are currently being played by the attack. 2 of them aren't even within the site.
They still have Omen Flash. I don't think I've ever seen an attack Omen Flash this line before.
Angles. There goes the run it back. It's really not pretty from Westside. He's normally known for those instant headshots. And now Dosia kind of has a couple of them locked out. They're going to need to pressure back into the site. I'm just going to look to try and at least maybe get this one to half. The problem is it seems to be ticked already too far gone. They need to hold it all the way, and they're not going to be able to. Great work from GX to steal this round away.
It wasn't the prettiest round
should have
ever.
Been theirs in the previous, and this all starts out with Levin a little bit too aggressive. That's a fine angle to play from if you have like a chamber,
what is this replay?
For example, and a TP to go back, but being that far down on short.
Oh, it was so important that he caught that 1 kill for the Emoda Thrifty. Like, there's a chance maybe they could have diffused that all the way if he doesn't get the kill. I think it might have been too far gone anyway, but he just made sure with
money
sure he
potentially in the bin after this one.
I do
Big round for Giants.
Levin tighten the game up now. It's been 2 rounds with a lot of risks from him. And GX being able to punish. Speaking of risks,
it's a weird one because normally when you do this, it's Sova ult gets popped and then you send it. They didn't pop the Sova ult.
Map control, but he's seen nothing and he's not going to overstay as well.
He's going to go here again.
No, I mean, he still has a TP, right?
Yeah, he
he's
does.
Fighting the angle on the window and then just jump in the corner and TP out. Break that drone. Well, maybe not actually. I suppose it's quite far down. But I think it's
oh, okay. I was going to say, it might just reach him. Again.
But he's decided against it. Look, if GX walked by that even with the drone,
a good reclear from KARMINE.
Further back,
and they got the trip over towards short. They could definitely at least switch one over.
You're not gonna fall for that again, I hope. Still, Hunter's Fury
picks up the trip, puts it over towards short, but there's still 3 here.
Hit looks inevitable. 3 players sat outside, stun. Dosia should be in trouble. He gets caught by the util and just stands his ground. And now running back through, it's gone wonderfully.
This Sova was incredible, by the way. First shot hit too.
25 seconds. A chance to maybe hightail it, but they've got to be careful. Wherever they go, there's going to be players waiting.
It's a save.
Yeah, the Phoenix wall deters them breaking out of that. Not going to be nice if someone's waiting on the other side. Levin's being caught, but that's
they got to create a little bit more pressure. I will say in terms of stuff that's owning right now, like the KCORP camera here is just the MVP. Just holding this down the whole time.
And with that, you look at the previous, and yeah, Levin makes a mistake, gets caught out on A.
The Cypher util's good.
Then you
They're not properly defaulting anywhere. Also, when you have like a Phoenix, a lot of time you should be defaulting maybe like half of your rounds. Little Boncar, C default, get the orbs. Especially when you're playing against a Cypher. So you should start doing that really. KCORP looking good? No, KCORP are looking good.
Good work from GX to capitalize.
They've always been good in this map
though. We need to see that buy round success. And it comes in here, surely. Ultimates online. Rifles in their hands yet again.
Force buy in this one, so Giants should be popping all their ults. Sova drone to see if anyone's close. Right, insta ult, and they had the Neon to run at them if he hit.
Struggled the last time they played versus this KC side, went over on that defensive side, so I definitely agree. You need to see a little bit more from this attack. West side having his ult and a Guardian at least gets me a little bit excited, but it's where they're going to choose to use it this time.
Kind of feels like the same round over and over again.
Maybe there'd be an adaptation away from this
A
B site.
default into B pop.
Stacked up heavily on A. Left the B site completely open. And now we'll have to play a full retake in the post plan.
Run it back used just to claim the space. Now again, look towards Garage. It won't be Sagetsu this time, but Doja instead takes his place. His timing is everything on the walkthrough. The rest of the team makes noise, and the flanking window could also
the Dust 9's going to push before he smokes her.
For them to get past. And there it is. Push comes to shove. Doja's timing, everything. Sagetsu now drawing their attention. Doja swings, lands the kills to close the round.
Fair play, man.
Beautifully
executed. He never put a smoke down.
That's
so weird on this.
And that's
two rounds now where the push from A was very good here. They were very patient on this.
The squad has drawn their attention. It's distracting.
I kind of think Giants need to do another timeout.
Yeah,
it's no joke, just A pressure, A default into B here. That's it.
There's a couple of players behind that we need to look in on. Then the overdrive goes through at the
every
same
other round,
time.
every round.
So you're like, okay, these are the 2 points I need to look at, and Dosia is able to slip the net and get both kills. It's just space being created, and although we've heard a lot about the sort of freedom and reacting in the moment, it does seem like, at least for now, KC are really on the same page with what they're doing. Even
low
if it
buy
might
on
be
this one.
something a little bit
C
more
hit.
simplistic than what was
Shot
there
for
before.
close, no trip
That's
here.
fine, as long as everybody's singing from the same hymn
Drone
sheet.
from far back doesn't really get too much. Only
Casey
clears close corner.
by GX now, as we said, economy stretched thin, down to a light buy, and it's not looking good. They have been destroyed.
Hey, they're all over them.
Damage delivered. Net up against 5. The entirety of KC to take down, and he'll only find the one. And the one that he got is more than happy to go down rather than survive another round. That's an extra orb for Narrate, and it means that he is guaranteed to have that ult by the end of the half, as long as he's involved in the action. 2 rounds to play for, 1 away from a run it back, and 7-3 on the board. This could be a very dangerous half for GX if they don't wake up. I would say soon, but I mean now.
Yeah, I think we're starting to see more of what we expected the problem to be when they faced off against Fnatic. I think that some of the slower rounds just aren't working out. The late hits haven't been fantastic, and then the faster plays, like the
so much money, we're buying it for just that.
Retakes, and then that round, well, that's the first
Why
time
not?
we see them just go direct into a site, and they got absolutely blitzed.
Narrate gets a kill, he gets his ult.
Been waiting for that round for quite
Another
a while.
A default, this time they're going to pop from it.
3A,
No C pressure once again. Bro, Giants would win so many more rounds if they just did this at the beginning of the round. Just a little C default, man. Just get the orb, maybe gets 2 more Phoenix ults than what you're getting.
Running out of time to use it.
Might have been good on that C side.
Pressure over towards A.
It could have helped. You never know. It was a life buy.
Question mark created.
Oh, okay. That's a good pick for Ara. Sugetsu down.
Instant Omenal. Reclear over towards A at the same time.
From the shadows emerges.
They cancel on this one. Keep it on the... Okay, I was going to say keep it on the time, but that's a big kill, man. It doesn't matter anymore.
Big pickup from Westside, and any idea of going elsewhere might now fade. And no, in fact, it won't. They're going to maybe overcomplicate this. A split onto B when the C site was practically open. Doja
30 seconds left.
Holds onto one side of that control. While Narrate is the same on the other, but really for KC to get a way back into this round relies on big mistakes. GX with 5 players alive and a Hunter's Fury.
Westside holding. It's going to make it even tougher, of course, for the defense. Their credits are off the charts. So they might as well give this one a go.
This is the best round so far, for sure. Okay, let's wait. They did get a couple of picks, which helps, but it's the first time where they kind of added an extra step, right? A default, but this time they did this over towards C. They cleared over towards C. They got lucky they got a kill, or well, kind of lucky, but they did well to get a kill, but they also broke the camera. They added an extra element so they actually like create pressure around the map and then hit over towards B. It looked really easy because they got a couple of picks, but
both of those opening kills,
just them adding in that extra swing out towards C is the one.
Get well soon for Westside. 1 away from
even after they won the round, Giants still timeout, even though that was like their best round.
7-5, still within reach, and a timeout.
Is this their second?
Yeah,
this is their second timeout on GX, their last timeout, and it is peculiar. I don't really recall that many games where we have a timeout in the last round of a half, barring.
Why? I mean, he believes they need 5.
We're about to go to overtime. That happens, but in the first
or someone's
half,
about to lose.
Yeah, indeed. This doesn't really happen all too often.
No, I guess that 5th round is incredibly important for Pipson, and he just completely believes in their defensive half, which, as I was saying, the last time these two teams played each other was in the EWC qualifier, where, well, on the
Waylay,
attack side,
Phoenix, Neon, Sage, Deadlock.
only 7 rounds
Even
for
meta.
KC.
Mate, I'm about to time you out.
Versus the 0 defense rounds. So they won at 7-0. So the next half, for me, would be the one I'd be a little bit more worried about if I was GX, but I guess not.
No worries there. Confident they can iron out the issues in the half.
Unemployed by Tommy.
Everything he wants for the next half
also,
in that 1 minute.
It's so strange that they won the round after losing 3 in a row, and he went, now we need to have a chat.
That comp would beat triple duelist though, so I get where you're coming from. Ooh, little fake C, and then we all over towards spawn to get the rotates. Damn, is this what Pipson was cooking up? Oh, and then they wanted to do an extra step where they, sure, they ulted through and then they meant to face as they're dodging.
So that's not going to be in play.
Maybe it was like a little too much.
Oh, Net needs to not get caught here though. Oh, I think he's thread the needle.
He's owned it. What's the timing though?
But he's waiting for
got no idea that he's owned it.
They're actually going to go right past him. This is going to end up as a flank on a flank.
But as soon as the trip breaks, he gets the info.
Past the trip.
They're like, where the hell did the server go? TP across.
I think it seems like Net's aware, or at least partially aware, but is there going to be a player already past the threshold? There is. So they don't have a clue about Dosia, or at least it seems
they break
that
the
way.
trip to create pressure. And you would think that this guy is only here right now, so that Omen can just walk over towards site and get a couple of freebies.
He's caught them on the jump down.
Get a couple of freebies.
Nowhere to go. Hal still under his control. West side pops the ulti, and although he'll be dropped, he gets right back into the fight after. That's a sensational run it back, and it's made it impossible for Sagetsu to do anything. That should have been the final kill, but this man is
I will say, the actual plan after the timeout was really cool. The C hit into the Omen TP over towards spawn to get rotates, that was super nice. Even the extra element of the server ult and then the swinging out is good. Maybe the swing happened too early.
Get the job done. Nevertheless, a man I've wanted to hear something from. We have GX Flickless, who talked to us before the match.
IGL.
Flickless, a lot of changes coming into the stage for you guys. You in particular picking up the IGL role, how has that been?
It has been a bit tough, like I need to still find out my own way of calling, but I'm getting a lot of help from Net, for example, like he has a lot of experience and he's helping a lot mid-game as well. And obviously Pipson and Waylander are preparing everything for us, so it's fine.
Asking more about that, your way of calling, right? Your philosophy around the position. Obviously, there's a lot of moving parts around that as well. Music coming in and then needing to play with Jesse as well. Does that make it more challenging for you to sort of find your voice, find your identity?
It makes it more challenging, but I try to just keep it the same. Like Jesse is adapting really good to how we play, so I think it's fine. Like how he's doing, and yeah.
Making it work with limited prac as well, you know, learning how to call on the fly perhaps. What are your expectations for this matchup today?
I mean, I don't really put expectations, but I think we will do good. Like Jesse is doing like he's fitting really good with the group, and in general, like all the boys are fired up. Westy in throughout the game, he was shooting really good. If he can keep this up, like
feels insane to use an import slot on that.
And anything in particular you're bringing in today? Any
depends,
new
man.
ideas that
You would
wanna
imagine.
I mean, we will see depending on the maps that
If they're
little teaser?
No leaks.
No.
If they're
leaks,
selling
all
clouds,
good luck today.
you would
Good
imagine
luck
they're
indeed.
out
Thank
of
you.
franchise. And
Well, he
you
runs
would
a
have
tight
to
ship, no
imagine that
leaks on
it's
Flickless's
just
crew,
someone
but
that they could get for
Flickless-
cheap that fills a role
Flickless indeed for GX.
that they wanted.
There have been a couple of holes to patch up in that previous half, but they got enough on the board to make me believe that it's not over just yet.
No, for sure. Like I think the last couple of rounds, clearly having a set idea of how to sort of bait their opponents into rotations. But this is the side I'm always worried about. Like you're going to need Ara to have a very good half on that defensive side. It's always tougher for him on the attack.
Definitely a
Also,
must-win
can
pistol for
Phoenix
Giants
make it
here.
work of West side. It's going to be that walk up immediately, and a spotted walk up. Paranoia is solid though.
Got bailed out.
Leaves an awkward position for the KC side to try and hold on.
Good omen flash. Really good omen flash. Oh, it's lovely.
They turned a trap into a trap of their own, leaving just Net.
I have retrieved the spike.
And well, he's in his
Damn.
own spawn.
Thinking that's the map done.
He's going the right way. There's a silver lining.
No Americas tonight? Yeah, no
Missile
Americas
for
tonight.
GX would be so nice to put us back.
You have Vitality or BBL? I think Vitality won.
It's in the hands of Net, the man who many thought was the IGL. In fact, it seemed like GX thought was the
Our chat is
IGL.
tomorrow.
Social
Yeah.
teams, he was ideal.
They tweeted out that he was, but now's a chance for him to lead by
Sims,
example, even
shut
if
up.
he's not the shot caller. He's the shot lander. That's a nice opening onto Doja, and the shock dart sent through. This landing could do enough damage to take Sugetsu down, but surviving was the Cypher till he swung out and gave Net a chance. But that opportunity not converted, and now he might be out of time. Levin will run that clock down, playing it patiently, taking his bruises, taking his lumps.
Dude, he nearly did it though.
There is not enough time for GX
there was a moment there.
this. Nice try for Net, but it's 8-5 for KC.
Yeah, it bought plenty of time in the end. I was getting a little bit worried when he hit that first shot of the two players that were towering together, but hey, there's a decent recovery after what looked like a pretty decent set play out from GX. The counter-paranoia and re-aggression from Levin and Dosia is enough to close out the round.
Did you watch Narrate say they play without strats? Yeah, it's just an over-exaggeration, basically. They're not reliant on heavy strats. It's more just like, if we have this, we can do stuff. They have a bit of structure. They have like game plans, win conditions. But in terms of like the freedom, they have ultimate freedom. When the Eng system is, you must do this into this. If you have this ult, it is this ult. It's just because they've gone from like one extreme to the other that he's kind of wording it where it sounds extreme back.
For KC, a very, very slow approach to this attack side, and it's all just about avoiding those little traps, avoiding the stacks. They'll dump their util, their reveals, their drones and whatnot. In the later stages, I would have thought they're already clearing along where they heard that noise earlier. The only danger of a play like this is you don't have any information on the attack side.
They just have way more freedom.
Working off of A long is clear.
And they're not giant set strap
that
levers.
drone has dragged the rotation, and I guess it has.
My camera is destroyed.
Avez's calling has improved. It looked really good on, was it Sunset? Did they play it the other day?
Found some information.
It looked really good on Sunset.
From the
It was the fade, right?
Decided not to move, and well, now the information is that they've lost that side of the map. The only real thing now is maybe you send West side in just to get an extra orb for himself. But other than that, I think everybody else just needs to try and go down to the spike.
Yeah, it should be the plan. Again, they're willing to punish if someone from KC goes running in. And as time ticks on, that should become a reality. Narrate, yep, give the weapon away. Go looking for an orb.
What do we think of triple duelists after today's game? I mean, it's just a one and done.
But as we can see, that's
any
not the
competent
case.
team will beat a triple
He's
duelist.
going to run out of time to sprint his way up through.
At least with a demo. I think first time I could understand losing to it.
A little out of, I was going to say out of his hands. He's got a chance. He could catch up, but Westside's gone running in. He's got to be quick. He's got a chance, an opportunity, an orb. Oh, there for the taking. Won't get away with his shields, but a win's a win for Narrate.
I think he lost the shields from just the
Big
fight.
Byron.
Oh, true, yeah.
From Westside anyway, so he really didn't lose anything in that
You
moment.
hope triple duelist
They're now
wins
gonna buy
champs.
back up
It
with
will never win champs
him
in this
having
current
the
meta.
SMG still,
I'm not going
but
to say
then the
never
rifles
ever
and the
because
rest of the
maybe
players
meta's
only
changed.
being a couple away
It will never
from
win it.
having that run it back
Teams aren't
online.
that
But that's
crap.
the same for both sides. This is where if GX are going to be able to compete in their opponent's map choice, there needs to be a bit of a showing here. And the worry I'm having is like, okay, sure, like Flickless still looks like he's having a rough time, but this is at least an agent we've seen him play a fair bit. I think going into Ascent, I'm definitely a little bit more nervous for him, and well, it's not
Great
looking
flash.
like
We're
he
actually going to
gets
send it on
any
this.
better with an early
Oh
pickup,
my.
an early run through
Yeah,
with
this
the double
map is
up.
looking raps.
Come on,
What the
Westside.
hell?
It's
Mate, he
a
has
full flight to a classic.
he has an outlaw.
Oh
Look what he's
dear.
doing with an outlaw. The A splitting
looked
through
like he
B
had
and he
too
has an
much fun on
outlaw.
that fight.
That was cleaner than when they were doing pistol v pistol.
Yeah, genuinely. The confidence there for KC, 5v2. Net, he's still on that site that they look to hit. He's in a position that maybe he could be afforded the luxury of flying under the radar. And hold on, Flickless's timing here. Oh, he's been spotted, but he makes them pay for that information. That's the spike that he's looking to fight. That's the spike.
What the
that he's
hell is
just
this
dropped.
crouch
One
movement?
more player though, wrapping around behind him. Doja recovers this round seemingly. They'll make the TP out. They'll bring the spike to the rest of the crew, and the advantage is back in the court of KC.
Yeah, it's a nice attempt from Flickless. As I've been saying, it feels like his focus has been so much on leading that on an individual level he's been suffering. Can Net pull off the play of the match so far. He's got an opportunity, though, but now he's been spotted. I think, yeah, it just falls down to a save. The element of surprise was already really had.
Yeah, they're really good at this now.
And you can see all the remaining players.
They might be
from
good
KC
now as well.
Just looking to play off that
a couple of maps
contact.
they've been looking decent
Not really
on.
anything they need to play for in terms of those ultimates either, so I expect 0 risks.
Yeah, and I think that's what we're going to see. Double digits.
Killers, you should
KC.
be fine.
It was a
It's better than what's going on over by you,
pretty
mate.
good outlook for GX in the first 4 or 5 rounds. KC started to heat up, started to connect the streak.
Any tier 2 teams have a chance of knocking out some of the tier 1s? Yeah.
They
all have a
blows.
chance
There were
of knocking out
there for GX. This is
like
very much
some of the
gotten
tier
out
1
of
teams.
control coming into this second half.
But definitely
3 in a row now for KC.
EP
a
and
weak buy. Off the back
M80 have like the best chance of going
really
and actually doing
GX
something.
Behind and
like they might be able to knock out like 3 or
It was
something.
awkward. We got so many kills that we didn't know what to do.
They got so many kills they didn't know what to do.
Talking about the set
Yeah, I mean they actually did have all of the
map
map apart from A.
They were suffering
And then they didn't want to run back from B because they could have been a lag timing.
Didn't know where to default back to. But hey, worked out in the end, and I think the main thing is just everybody on that
It's 2 into a
KC side looks
bonus.
so much happier. They're walking into the building ready to play, wanting to play, believing they can win, and sometimes that can be more important than having every single little piece of the puzzle thought out before you get there.
Yeah.
This round, well, you got a singular rifle, pistols, and an SMG. To say it's heavily favored is an understatement.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the strength of believing in the plan for KC now. This is a plan they're all invested in. And many
Fuse
wise
Terror,
men
thanks so much
and
for the
some
tier 1,
not
man.
so
Thanks for
wise
the
men
16
said
months.
Belief is everything. For KC, victory seems to follow this new game plan, putting them in a 5v3. The low buy from GX, showing very little signs of life.
Scanning ahead.
And fighting back from an 11-5
nice
deficit
shots.
will be tough, but without any
nice
damage
shots.
done.
Whole round was nice shots, to be honest.
The slope steepens. GX climbing back into this map is going to be tough, and in-zone flawless gives KC all the credits they need to close this out.
Yeah, they were already in an incredible spot. You win a bonus round and you get to steal some of those guns, and then you win an in-zone flawless. Like, you're sat there with almost max cash on some of the players, and you only need 2 more rounds.
Good job! Good job! Well played!
Wow.
This group's
11
looking weird.
clearly having a great time. 11-5. It is a buyback up. It's a run it back as well, but you can see the shift.
Yeah, K-Corp could get top 2.
Aaron needs to try and escape, but there is no escape.
Could get on board with that.
Even damage done onto net as well. Westside is trying to aggress with his ult, but gets nothing. Even still, the advantages have stacked up for GX.
Enemy tag.
Yeah, man advantage and Levin on 10 HP.
I know exactly where you are.
Looks like an easy close,
Yeah,
and now
everyone
they'll
sticks
even know
around to make it
exactly
look
where
like
those
they're
players
interested.
are. No
And then
information
do they straight up
out of the hands
send it
of
over towards
GX,
C?
and, well, for KC, there's not really a port in
Okay,
this
they know with the
storm
info
offers
that
them
someone
safe
has
shelter,
pushed somewhere.
Flickless.
Somewhere here.
This is a big risk. The trip behind him now is
Honestly,
essentially
it could be
pointless.
Spawn.
And a fight taken, if lost, gives KC an even fight, a 3v3 and a post plan. But he gets the first.
Great off angle on
It
this.
was Levin on low HP. KC will be happy to trade him out if they can take this side of the map, if they can find the boss of these lands. Flickless has to fight his way out,
Solid,
and he'll
mate.
win
Held it down well.
every battle. A 6th for GX, and the leader's giving them a lifeline.
Yeah, I like that. It definitely was a bit more risky than maybe I would have wanted.
I think
it, considering
MRBL
they
will
had
make
the
changes
advantage,
before
but I also
play-ins.
think
Nah,
just
I think they're
being
locked
able
in.
to focus on his own game a little bit. Managed to reset both duels, and by the time, if he had gone down, his teammates would have already been on the other side of the map. So 11-6. As we saw mentioned in the last round, this is going to do absolutely nothing in terms of damage to the KC
At least
economy.
Verno
They
wasn't
can
on
still buy for
smokes.
this
Yeah,
round,
but
the
you haven't
next
seen their
round,
Lotus
and
yet.
maybe even the round after that.
What is this one?
There's no
That
more
strat
run
would
it
go
back.
deep recon,
No more
Orman
anything,
flash.
In fact, for the defensive side to play with. But they do have a nice little 1-2
Right, so the idea is to try funnel them into the trap play.
which
Got
once
info that they can
spotting the
react on
rate
as well.
will pull out the flash. But I don't know if he had some warning signals going off in the back of his mind. He has not played into that contact. And actually at the same time, Levin has pushed all the way up A long. Oh, here we go.
Oh, hold on, he might get ahead of it. It's a wall. I thought it was the flash about to be thrown around that corner, but the right stepped into the trap. They know as well that Levin's now
Trip over
trapped
towards
on
B.
long.
Does
GX
West
gonna try
Side
to
wall to
contain
stop the
him.
plant? Respect.
Even with the plant coming through on the other side, they'll be happy if the man advantage extends even further in their favor. There's the fight that they were waiting for. GX now with such a hefty advantage that there's no need for flanks. There's no need for individual fights. They will just group up and take this together. Aves trying to cut one head off the snake. Damage done.
Big shock.
Shock dart's decent as well. That's almost taken West Side out. With Jesse falling, it looked like there might be a chance, but again, we see Sagetsu isolated. He has found one fight for free.
It's unlucky,
but
man.
Ara's there to pick up the pieces, and closing it out will be
needed
net.
to be clean.
GX, another round as the gap now starts
When
to
does
close.
the money get in the
it's
bin?
looking like there might be some life left for them.
Two in a
That's
row?
just a fantastic
2 more in a row?
round from start to finish from West Side. Not
CORP still
only
kinda
did
fine.
he, the second he spotted the blaze, like, okay, I've got to go now. I got to flash a little bit earlier than maybe I would have liked. Immediately gets rid of the first player. Then he actually puts his blaze, I believe, through the wall, and that is what tagging Dosia as he tries to plant. So he denies the plant through the wall on the other side as well. That's brilliant.
Let's go. Take it out. Nice. Good job.
Yeah, it doesn't do much damage, but if you sit in it, it certainly does add up. 11-7.
You have all chat on
KC
YouTube on that.
close to closing this out, but GX are putting up a little bit of a fight
You know.
right at the finish line. The defense tried some aggression on C long. They've been stopped in their tracks while we see this push-up. Aves and Levin want to find somebody on B. We haven't seen KC explore this top mid control all that often, and it's been a very passive stance.
Take flight.
From this GX squad. Pressure on Garage to hopefully draw somebody into Levin's crosshairs, but right now it doesn't
nice from
look like
Giants,
there's
though.
any notion of moving.
This
in
Garage
West Side's
control
head.
drawn over towards A. But normally when you do that, you actually like take the angle.
Just feels like KC are putting out feelers.
But
Just seeing if
this is
anybody's
looking like a
gonna
pretty
go
good
looking,
read.
And West Side once more.
Insane
It's
for him to get
beautiful
one there.
flash, but the shot's still connected. Levin strikes at the same time, and Flickless under pressure. Maybe
Feel a
doesn't
little
even
bad
know
for
how
Giants
much
here, to be
pressure he was
honest.
under.
They even
Levin has
had
taken
the
over
right
this
read.
B-site almost single-handedly,
With the
and
clear.
then there's the layers.
Then they gambled
The
after seeing no
secondary
one.
push through the garage. Leaves Jesse alone. The stand-in.
You're not watching all the
versus
Americas
trying
games.
to
When
stop
EMEA's on the
his
weekend,
opponents
it's just a bit too much,
from
man.
getting to map point, and well,
It would be
it doesn't seem like he has much of a chance.
it would
In
be
fact,
like
Levin's
3 to
gonna
4
close the
hours
round
sleep
as he started at a 3K
into a
for the young
21,
Turkish
20-hour
star.
day.
Just a fantastic round from him.
So I
Patience
gotta
throughout,
take one. I gotta
sitting
pick
in
one.
that cubby outside
When
B,
EMEA stops doing
waiting.
weekend games,
And then
then
when
we're
the
back to
rotations
normal.
are coming through, the second he hears that someone is in a link, he's been waiting all round for someone to step into that space. He dives on him, pounces for the kill, and then controls the B site like it's his own. 12 on the board now for KC. 5 chances to close out map number 1. Ascent is GX's pick, so a little bit more comfort when they move there, but going out like
Okay,
this.
5 goes at it. They got pretty good ults if they want to end this
certainly
one
won't
now.
have morale sky high to start. It's aggression from GX, a
Yeah,
push
this
on
is a good
A,
reaction
push
over
on
towards
mid,
her.
but KC respond
The
immediately.
5v5 retake.
They filled
Keep
in
an eye on
the
my
space
Phoenix
C.
in spawn.
The question is for
Like in
Narek.
Duelist.
2 orbs away from a run it back, but that might not matter. The whole team is challenging him, and Ara's found him.
It's going to be a post plant, but oh, is there even an escape? Lots of damage will be done. Dosia might even fall. Fate as well. No, he has to TP out of there. But even still, an inherent advantage. And 3 players walking up the garage. I don't know if they're going to even react to this in time. No, they're not. It's left all onto Dosia. Finding anything more is going to be tough. And well, for a second, I thought he might be able to correct onto Jesse.
2 bullets off.
But the spacing was there to make sure that didn't happen. GX They're going to reduce the deficit to 4, but still a very long way to go.
And a very costly round. Sova and Neon Ult put through, both having big impact in taking this across the line. And for KC, they're very close to a run it back.
The Genji look way better, man.
Fury to work with as well.
It's finally making sense over there.
Yeah, Cypher Omen Ult too. But some decent rounds coming their way very soon. A lot of credit still for this one, so it will be a full buy. This is still a big danger, and with one orb away from a run it back on both sides,
smokes,
but much
yeah, exactly.
easier for KC to find that early on.
Oh, I don't know. I'm looking at West Side's position, and maybe
I feel like the stage 1, the Korean teams were just on some kind of new drug, man. I'm telling you, a new drug was discovered for stage 1, and all the Korean teams just passing it about.
This has to be a free orb for West Side.
Well, he's got a cover for now.
Now they run out of it.
Has the angle, the orb is his. Run it back online for the defensive side. When you notice the push up,
either they ran out of it or DRX stole the whole supply.
Not able to take that space on C as quickly as they wanted. Only now making their way towards the site. Narrate doesn't even take the orb. He wants to be here early for the fight. Net under pressure now as 100's Fury is going to put him out of position. Doja picking him up, and the spam from Jesse. So
nice shot.
Close. But Sugetsu dodged death and now found the advantage for Casey. He's even looking the right way. He suspects Flickless to be coming in from this angle, the patience on display, but it doesn't work out. And with him down, Westside's made it to the site, but he'll fade from existence, rise from the ashes with Doja waiting for
Impossible,
him.
right?
Flickless all alone. To lead by example is one thing, but no cage to even block vision. This defuse should be impossible.
Yeah, it's the wraparound from Dosia as well. Just looking to try and join up with his teammate. The one way, it makes it impossible for Flickless. He has to go for both of them, and it's just too good for Dosia.
Still good at Haven.
In this round, 13-8 for KC.
Still good at Haven.
A relatively clean victory in the end on their map choice.
Oh yeah, they definitely looked comfortable here. You can say that for the entirety of KC, but none more so than Narrate. It's so fun to see him on the Phoenix. He's getting involved from the get-go, and he's getting involved in the interview down on the stage with Darth Mike.